I am. Those who know me know I'm very persistent. The question I have is, who do you think the Walking Dead are? The walkers or the survivors of the apocalypse?
That's the $64 question, isn't it? Who are they? I don't. Certainly, if everyone has the, I don't know the answer to it. I'm just saying, like, you might make a decision. If everyone has that virus that they are a walker, when they die they will become a walker, then they are, in essence, the Walking Dead, aren't they? That's why, again, that's why it's interesting to me to have played Herschel, where he's trying to find the humanity of people, where he's trying to bring something of a civilized way of living to the group. That's what he's trying to do. I think that's why he's a big loss on the show. Hopefully they'll see some of the values that he tried to instill in the group carried on, hopefully.
Which episode or scene was hardest for you to film?
Well, this episode that you just saw was very active for me and very, you know, I read that and I said, they're killing me, there's no doubt. You don't let old Herschel become a hero and survive. You know? So that was kind of, that episode was a lot of fun for me, and a challenge. It's fun. The whole thing, from the time they chopped off the leg, it became very physical. And it would have been for anyone.
Did that hurt?
It hurt bad. It was.
So, I mean,
the way the question was, how do they do that? Which is a good question. They do it, one thing, by illusion. Another way is CGI, computer-generated imaging. They call it green screen or blue screen. With computer-generated imaging, it's interesting. It's like you put on a green sock, and then you still try to hide the leg, but if the camera does see it, then cool, you go behind the leg and you don't see it, you don't see the green sock, and you shoot what is behind it, and you come back and lay it in over the green sock, so it makes it look like it isn't there. I think I'm right on that. But that's, in other ways, are like when they cut the leg off and he was in his cell, they cut a hole in the cot in the jail cell, the prison cell that he was in, put my leg down in the, through that hole. And because it would take more time for me to get disengaged and between setups and takes, I chose to stay like that most of the day. So they were shooting the scene where they said, "Oh, Herschel," you know, and I started snoring. So, kind of, you know, I woke up with a lot of laughter around me.
So The Walking Dead has been deemed one of the most influential productions in filming for Georgia. And I was just wondering if you or the other crew members have like the idea that filmmaking in Atlanta will stay because of the incentive that you guys have now, or if you think it's just like something that's going to happen now as a fad, and then it will continue to go back to Hollywood and other places around the world.
Well, that's a question that goes beyond my understanding of everything. But basically, I think as long as the tax incentives stay, the production will stay. And if the tax incentives go away, the production will go away. 20 million, I'll do it. Everything all right? Yeah. Yeah. But I'm in front of an audience right now. All right. Okay. don't turn into zombies and attack me. Okay, all right, bye. That was my wife.
So we have a question up here.
I was going to say, why do you think that they kill off the morally sound characters? You were one of my favorite characters on The Walking Dead. And I was so sad. I was so sad. Why do you think they kill off the morally good guys?
Because they don't know what they're doing? I don't know. I mean, it was I wish I was still there. There would, yeah. But I think it's really the nature of the show that the principals go. It's, at some point or other, I believe all of them will go. You know, there's I know it was a particularly bloody season in what was season 3. You lost, well, 2, you lost Daryl, and you lost, wasn't that 2? Dale, I said Daryl. I may not get out alive. But yeah, you lost Dale, and you lost Shane, and then you lost Sophie. And that was a huge episode, episode 8 of the 2nd season. It kind of changed everyone's, it turned everyone's world upside down. It certainly changed Urschel's world. He was and up until that episode, he was thinking that there was the possibility that you could find a cure for the walkers, that there would be something that would come along that would like a cure for all the diseases that we've had on the planet. That episode showed me what happened. So his whole world turned upside down in about that amount of time. That amount of time it takes you to pull a trigger. So, and that in essence led to his going to town getting drunk. But so you lost important people that season. Then the next season, early on, you lost T-Dog. You thought you'd lost Carol. You lost Lori. You know, so there were a lot of people taken out early in that season. Surprises me. It's not. I lasted longer than I thought I would.
Stardom and extensive experience. What do you, if any, advice for us who are willing to work and have that drive for that kind of industry?
Like to be in this industry in one capacity or another.
Yeah, behind and front.
Get as much understanding of how it's done as you can. Find the films that you like to look at and watch them a lot and see how they handle the camera, see what kind of music they use. If you're going to be a director, if you want to be an actor, you need to do the same thing. Inform yourself. Arm yourself with knowledge. Arm yourself with an understanding of what it is about films that you like. Or what is it about performances that you like, even if it's a bad guy or a good person or bad person, doesn't matter. It's the performance that counts. Arm yourself with an understanding of it. Then, if you have the opportunity, you may be able to do something with it.
All right. Sorry, I'm nervous. Do you see yourself in Herschel at all, and do you miss playing him? And how would you personally handle it?
That's 4 questions.
I know. I decide.
Do I see myself as Herschel? I think that maybe by the time you're 3 years old, you've experienced about every emotion you will experience, and good and bad. And as you get older, you may put some of them, not use some of them as often, but and others more. So as an actor, what I try to do is find those that I don't use a lot of times, but they're always mine. So yeah, I use a lot of myself. I think most actors do if they realize it or not. What were the other parts of that?
Playing him and how.
Oh, I'll miss playing him. After 3 seasons, in essence, of playing the same guy, you develop a relationship with him. And a lot of the direction that he took, it was as a result of conversations that I had with the writers. And so I feel a little responsible for the way he went, good or bad.
Yeah.
I feel like both like as an actor and Herschel as the character, do you feel like you were ready for that death? And do you feel like he was ready for that death? Because I know you mentioned earlier he started to become proactive with the disease. Also, he was smiling at the end, so I was just wondering if you felt ready.
Well, one thing that's interesting, this is kind of relates to your question, but one thing that's interesting to me, all of these episodes to me seem to be shot like a Western, if you've seen many Westerns. The directors, most of the directors that shoot these shows have seen Westerns, and the part about the episode that I was beheaded that was fun to me to watch was when the tank comes up and the governor is there with his patch and the bad guys with their heavy-duty weapons, and they're hollering for Rick to come down, and he walks down the hill with a 6-shooter on his hip to face that heavy weapons. I mean, that's classic Western. That's like Shane. That's like, you know, it's like High Noon, when they're walking down the middle of the street to have a shootout. So that it kind of conjures up a lot of images from the Old West. I don't know if that totally answers your question, but when I knew that they were going to kill me, and I liked the fact that he got a smile in, because he didn't view his life as being a waste, that he feels that he at least tried to accomplish something. And I think he feels that maybe because of the conversation with Rick that he may have succeeded to a degree when he heard Rick talking to him.